Welcome back to the Robert Stone Club. All right, let's get right into it. We need to talk about TAO because what's happening right now has a lot of people, well, confused. We're calling it the TAO paradox.
So why is TAO dumping on the best news in its entire history? Seriously, think about it. It makes absolutely zero sense on the surface. You've got this massive, game-changing news hitting the wires, and what does the price do? It tanks. But listen, this isn't random. This isn't just market chaos. It's a setup. And today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how the game is being played.
Okay, so here's the core of the problem, right? We're looking at this huge split. The fundamentals are shouting from the rooftops, buy. But the chart is whispering. No, it's screaming, sell, fear, get out. And you know what? It's right in the middle of that gap, right in that paradox where the big players, the smart money, make an absolute killing.
I mean, just look at this. On one side, you have a massive supply shock. The first ever halving cuts the number of new TAO tokens getting minted every single day in half. That's huge for the price, right? Then, just a few days later, an ETP, that's an exchange-traded product, goes live on the Nasdaq. This is basically a golden ticket for big institutions to buy in. So what happens? What does the price do with all this amazing news? It drops. A 24% collapse into a pit of fear and stagnation. I mean, come on, how does that even happen?
It happens because this isn't chaos. Not even close. What you're seeing is a carefully planned campaign. It's a surgical strike. This isn't some random market accident. It's a deliberate operation with a very specific goal, to shake out the weak hands and transfer their coins to the strong ones. It's the herd selling to the institutions.
So how do we make sense of it? How do we see what they're doing? Well, we use their own playbook against them. A playbook that's been in use for over 100 years. It's called the Wyckoff method. This is the key. This is the framework that lays out their entire plan, step by step. The core idea behind Wyckoff is something he called the composite man. Now, I want you to stop thinking about the market as just millions of people clicking buttons. Instead, picture one single entity, a giant, intelligent operator who's pulling all the strings. That's the composite man. He's the embodiment of all the institutional smart money acting together. And his mission? It's simple. Buy up as many of your coins as he can for the cheapest price possible right before he sends it flying.
And this guy, he has a process. It's not random. He operates in clear phases. You've got phase A, where he stops the bleeding from the last downtrend. Then phase B, where he quietly starts scoping up coins, building his position. But phase C? Phase C is where the magic happens for him, and the pain happens for everyone else. It's the final, brutal shakeout. The move designed to create absolute peak panic. And guess what? That's exactly where we are right now. All right, so let's put phase C under the microscope. We need to break down this specific move they're pulling right now, because once you understand this trap, you can flip the script and actually use it to your advantage.
The move is called this spring, and it's one of the most powerful, most deceptive traps in the entire playbook.
The spring has three main goals. Goal number 1, smash through a key support level. In this case, that was $238. Why? To trigger a cascade of stop losses. It's a liquidity hunt. Goal number 2, create pure, unadulterated panic. They want you to see that support break and think, oh my God, the floor is gone, so you panic sell your bags. And goal number 3, my favorite, trap the late short sellers. The guys who see the breakdown and think they're geniuses for shorting it, they're just providing the fuel for the rocket ship when it turns around.
So please, get this into your head. The spring is not a sign of weakness. It's a feature, not a bug. It is an engineered event, a manufactured crisis. It is one last violent stab downward to steal your coins right before the real party starts. That's the composite man making his final move, buying your fear.
And don't just take my word for it. We have the receipts. While the price was nosediving, while everyone was hitting the panic button, where did the money go? Look at this. Over $724,000 poured into the institutional ETP during the crash. They weren't selling with you. They were on the other side of that trade with their hands out, calmly buying every single coin that retail investors were throwing away in fear.
Which, of course, leads to the big question. Why? Why are they so hungry for TAO right now? Why go to all this trouble? It's because they've done their homework. They see the fundamental revolution that's brewing just under the surface, and they know this might be their last chance to get in cheap.
And that revolution is called dynamic TAO, or DTAO for short. This isn't some small update, it's a total reboot of the network's entire economic system. The simplest way to think about it is this: they're getting rid of essential counsel and creating a pure, free market for AI. TAO holders now literally vote with their money by staking their tokens to the AI projects or subnets they think will win. The more capital a subnet attracts, the bigger its rewards. This literally turns TAO into the reserve currency, the lifeblood of the entire decentralized AI world.
And listen, this is not some far-off futuristic idea. It's happening right now. Just look at the blue-chip projects already building on Bittensor. You've got BitMind, which can spot deepfakes with 95% accuracy. Think about the security implications there. You've got OpenKaito, which is literally building a decentralized version of Google for Web3. Cortex is tackling the massive data problem for training AI models. And Vision is going head-to-head with giants like Midjourney for AI image generation. This is real, tangible value. This is the kind of stuff institutions drool over. Okay, so we see the game, we see why they're playing it. So what comes next? What's the roadmap from here? Let's pull out the Wyckoff schematic again, because this tells us exactly what to watch for.
First up, right now, we're looking for the test. This is where the price drifts back down towards the lows of the spring, but on super low volume. It's the composite man just checking, any more sellers left? No? Good. If we hold that area, it means the supply has dried up. After that, we watch for the sign of strength, the SOS. This is a big, powerful rally on high volume that smashes back up above that old support. That's our confirmation, and once that happens, we enter markup. Phase E, the start of the real uptrend, where this whole range gets left far, far behind.
So that brings us to the final question, and it's a question for you. The entire playbook is right here. You see the trap, you see them buying, you know exactly what signals to look for next. So now the choice is yours. Are you going to be the person selling in fear, handing them your cheap coins? Or are you going to be the one who understands the game and buys right alongside them?
Stay disciplined and join our Telegram for real-time signals. Let's make moves.